All right, guys, it is coming up on 2:10 p.m. Central Time, 3:10 p.m. Eastern, and we are zoomed in here over South Alabama, over just south of the Dothan metro area, as we currently have a supercell thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. And so the National Weather Service in Tallahassee, Florida, has issued a tornado warning for Geneva and Houston counties in southeastern Alabama. This also includes Jackson and Holmes County down there in the panhandle of Florida. Now, if you are watching over here in the Georgia area, basically the Colquitt, the Donaldsville, or up here towards the Blakely, Georgia area, you need to go on ahead and think about being in your safe place. But for right now, you need to be in your safe place if you are near the Cottonwood, Alabama area, which is down there in southeastern Geneva County and also the eastern portions of Houston County until 2:30 this afternoon. Now, here are some areas near the Cottonwood area. This storm will be on top of you within 3 minutes. So that is going to be the area of concern. Also, other places impacted include the Pansy, Crosby, Grainsburg, Garrett's Crossroads. Enon, Lovetown, Wilson Mill, Avon, and Southern Junction will be impacted by this potential tornado. And so, right here, let's go on ahead down here and look. And if you are along 53, also down here towards the 71 corridor, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home near the center, and of course, away from windows. And of course, here is going to be the actual couplet that's going to be sitting right here, just off to the south of Cottonwood, Alabama, and also just to the southeast of Madrid, down there in far south Alabama. And once again, this is a radar indicated rotation. And it's come on through the Graceville, Florida area. And now it is sitting down here just off to the east of 231. So if you were over the Rambo area or along the 231 corridor, this tornado has passed over your location. Next up would be Seeley Springs and Cottonwood, Alabama, and this is down here in the far southeastern portions of the state of Alabama, southeast of Dothan and south of Ashford. However, if you were in Ashford, Alabama, you still need to be in your safe place, and especially if you are anywhere driving along the 84 corridor from Dothan all the way to the Georgia state line, you need to pull off and get to a convenience store because this storm is coming towards the 84 corridor here within the next few minutes. Now, if you are along the 53 corridor in Alabama, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. Also, over the Cottonwood, Alabama area as well. And if you guys are watching over in the state of Georgia, because I did share this in Georgia, if you are watching in the Jankin community, if you are watching over in the Colquitt or Demacus, Georgia area, you need to go on ahead and think about being in your safe place just in case the Weather Service were to issue a tornado warning for Georgia. Now, there's no tornado warning right now in the state of Georgia, but once again, if this couplet does move and continue on that track and start to strengthen again, they very well could post a tornado warning for over there in Georgia. And this would most likely be north of the Douglasville, Donaldsville, Georgia area. Sorry for the pause there. I had to get a sip of water so that my voice would sound a little bit better. All right, so we currently have there is the new update of the warning for another 14 minutes, and this warning does go for eastern Houston and north central Jackson counties. Now, Jackson County is obviously down there in the panhandle of Florida. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was over Cottonwood or moving to the northeast at 50 miles per hour. This is a radar indicated tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed, and damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely within this warning area. Now, this will remain over mainly rural areas of eastern Houston and north central Jackson counties, including the following locations of Pansy, Crosby, Gainsburg, Enon, Lovetown, Wilson, Mill, Avon, Seeley Springs, Barber, and Ketons. And I'm sure that some of those places are down there in the state of Florida. But once again, this is a tornado that is a radar indicated tornado for a very small portion of southeast Alabama. And actually, that is the only warning of concern. And I do believe once we get this one warning out of Alabama, we're going to be through with the severe weather for you guys down here in southeast Alabama, because this is going to be the last line of concern that we have to deal with. And I can actually show you what is going on right now in the Dothan city limits, and everything is just a light rain right now. So I can almost guarantee you that if you were down here in Enterprise, Ozark, Andalusia, Opp, and points off to the northwest, your severe weather threat is over. Your severe weather threat is over in Dothan. Your severe weather threat is not over, however, if you are near the Terry Crossroads area, or if you were over here towards the Cottonwood area, because you guys are under the gun now for a tornado warning. Also, if you were over here towards the Crosby area and the Lucy area, you need to go on ahead and think about being in your safe place right now. Also, if you were up here on the northern extent of Ashford, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place. Also, Avon and over towards the state line of Georgia for the potential of a tornado with this storm. Let me see. Okay, so we have an update from the National Weather Service down in Tallahassee as of 5 minutes ago, which was 2:15, and obviously the tornado warning has been allowed to expire and be canceled for Geneva County. And the reason because of that is that the storm has moved out of Geneva County down there in Alabama. So for Geneva County, your severe weather threat is completely over for the day. However, for about another 10 minutes, your severe weather threat is still in effect for Houston, Alabama. Now, once again, like I said, Jackson County is going to be down there in Florida. However, Houston County is in the far southeastern portions of Alabama. And so, once again, Houston County is still under a tornado warning from the National Weather Service out of Tallahassee for another 10 minutes. So that is for that storm that is down there just off to the east now of Cottonwood, coming in here between Cottonwood and the Crosby area, and especially if you are near the Grangeburg area or the McAltony area down there in southeast Alabama. And so there, of course, is your rotational couplet right there. And I'm looking at this from Fort Rucker, but I'm going to switch over to the Eglin Air Force Base, which is down in Florida, to get a better look at this. And it's going to be sitting right there on the 53 corridor near the Cottonwood Road area, also just east of the Seeley Springs area. And if you guys are watching right now, down there in the Cottonwood area or Seeley Springs, going ahead and give okay. Did not mean to do that. Going ahead and give it about another 3 minutes, and then I can give you guys the all clear as well. And once again, there's also a severe thunderstorm warning that is around the tornado warning that goes until 3 o'clock for Houston County, Alabama, for the potential of damaging straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. But once again, this is the last storm that we will have to deal with for the state of Alabama, it looks like today. Because these storms this is the last line of storms. And once we get them through here, we can pass them on into the state of Georgia. And all of these storms have come on through Dothan. They've come on through Midland City. They've come on through Enterprise. And now the only places in Alabama that they've still got to come through are the Cottonwood area, the Crosby area, the Lucy area, Philadelphia, and the Gordon, Alabama area along the 84 corridor, and then we can pass these over into the state of Georgia. So once again, if you were in the Dothan metro area, if you were in Midland City, if you were in Enterprise, Andalusia, or Ardmore, back here to Evergreen, down here towards the Mobile area, your severe weather threat is pretty much over. Basically, the only spot in Alabama that still has the potential for severe weather is going to be this small little circle for another 10 minutes, and then all of Alabama will be severe weather free for the rest of the afternoon and the evening. So once again, if you're watching in Dothan, your severe weather threat is over, and you guys can go on about your daily activities because everything has passed over your area. So Harmon is next, and then Crosby, also down here towards the Lucy area, the Grangeburg area, and then getting over here towards the Philadelphia, Gordon area, and then the Pansy and the Ardilla, Alabama area along the 84 corridor, and then we can pass these storms on into the state of Georgia. And once again, this is a very, very broad area of rotation right here. But once again, the Weather Service is going to continue the tornado warning for Houston County for 6 more minutes. And based off of that scan, I would not be surprised to see the Weather Service allow this to expire. And if they do that, then we would not need one for the far eastern portions of the county.
There is a significant weather advisory in effect for all.
So there's a significant weather advisory for a couple of counties. Okay, so we've got good news coming in from the National Weather Service in Tallahassee. They are allowing the tornado warning for Houston County to go on ahead and expire because the rotational signature has weakened. So once again, here in just a minute, the tornado warning will leave your screen, and then we can go back to our daily lives down here in southeast Alabama because the tornado warning has been allowed to expire. Now, there is one other small area of rotation that I'm watching down here south of the Chipley, Florida area, but by the time that makes it up here, that will cross over here towards the Donaldsonville, Georgia area. So basically, guys, that is it. That is it for the state of Alabama for severe weather, other than another 34 minutes as we get that line, the last line through Houston County. And that is a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds for the area down there near Graceville, and it's moving to the northeast at 50 miles per hour. Cottonwood, let's say Ashford, Cohorts, Webb, Columbia, Kinsey, Avon, and then of course Memphis, and then we can push past this over into the state of Georgia. Basically, we have about another 15 minutes to deal with severe weather down here in Alabama, and then we will be done with the severe weather for the day in the great state of Alabama. So, guys, real quick, let me see. All right, for the areas over in Georgia, the National Weather Service has extended the severe thunderstorm warning to include Baker, Calhoun, Decatur, Early, Miller, and Seminole, Georgia until 4:30 your time. So that's 4:30 Eastern for damaging winds in excess of 60 mile per hour and penny-sized hail. So once again, for our friends over in Georgia, a severe thunderstorm warning is about to pop up over here for Colquitt and Donaldsonville, and for everybody else in Alabama, that's going to do it for the severe weather. And so I'm going to, as soon as we show you the area that the new warning just popped up for, which is going to be the county right there. There is your new warning all the way from the 27 corridor all the way down to Donaldsonville and Colquitt. That is the new warning for our friends over there in Georgia. And for Alabama, we are done with severe weather. So I'm signing off. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. And real quick, I want to remind you guys that the severe weather threat is over for Alabama. I know that I've said that multiple times, but I want to be very clear. But I also want to remind you guys that we currently have a winter weather advisory for the counties that are up here in the blue shaded area. And actually, I'm sorry, that is a purple shade, not a blue shade. And so I'm sorry about getting the colors wrong there. But anyway, the areas there in purple, the counties in purple, have the potential for 1 to 2.5 inches of snow later on this evening and overnight tonight as the rain changes to snow here in North Mississippi and northern Alabama. And all of this over in Mississippi, Oxford, Tupelo, will be moving over into Florence, Huntsville, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and it will bring a brief change over to snow a little bit later on this evening into the overnight hours later tonight. And once again, one more time, the active winter weather advisory goes into effect at 6 p.m. this evening, and that is Central Time until 3 a.m. in the morning for North and Central Alabama. Guys, I hope that y'all have a great rest of your evening, great afternoon. The severe weather threat is over and leaving the Alabama area. Guys, we will be here providing updates on the snow a little bit later on this evening. But for now, we are going to sign off here on social media. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And as always, God bless.